Bet Sports.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. A little bit later on a Wednesday, but we're here for Dudes Who Bet Sports. We were preempted by the Breeders' Cup draw, or the pre-entries at least. Breeders' Cup draw coming up on Monday, October 27th. Pre-entries today, but we still got to do our show because we still got very, very big things going on. College football, NFL, even playoff baseball as well. So, all right, what's your takeaways from another week of college football? It just seems to be getting crazier and crazier.
Well, it's so much fun because you still don't, at least I don't have a clear-cut favorite at all. The SEC is week to week. It's just this last 5 weeks, 6, whatever it is, it's just going to be game after game after game. And it's every week it's the same thing. And I thought last week was, oh my goodness, there were some games, weren't there?
There were good ones.
There were some really good ones. I guess my number one takeaway is Vanderbilt's pretty good. Wouldn't you say that?
Well, I think yes. I do think it's interesting, though. They got another toughie coming up that we'll talk about.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, why isn't that guy being mentioned for the top jobs around the country? I don't hear his name too much. Do you?
No, I don't. That's a very good question. Maybe because he's in the playoff hunt. That could be part of it. And it's crazy. It's very much crazy. But
what a job he's done. And they go toe-to-toe with these teams. This is not a fluke.
No. They definitely did. And that was a very impressive win for them. There's no question about it. One that I think we kind of thought maybe they wouldn't get. This is maybe where the bubble burst a little bit, even though LSU's not great. Kind of thought they'd beat them, and that was not the case. They took care of them. They'll get Missouri this weekend, and we'll talk about it coming up here very quick. So I guess with that, let's just get going. Let's get going. Vanderbilt, we will talk about them in a second. They are hosting College Game Day for just the second time ever. I looked it up. They did host in 2008, believe it or not. So I thought that was interesting. I figured this would be the first. It is not. All right.
2008. Huh.
Yeah, they played Auburn and they beat them 14-13.
Man, I don't remember that. I don't remember.
I don't at all.
Well, they had that when was that maybe? No, Franklin hadn't been at Penn State that long. He had a good team down there, and that's what got him the Penn State job.
Exactly.
But I think that was after 2008. Didn't I hear somewhere you've been at Penn State like 12 years?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
I think, boy, I can't remember that. I can't remember who would have been at Auburn at the time either. That would have been Malzahn, right?
Oh, I think it would. That would have been when Cam Newton played.
No, I don't think
that was before him.
Yeah, because
Malzahn was after Cam. Okay. I think.
I can't remember.
Muschamp was the coach when Cam Newton was there, right?
No, Gene Chizik was the coach.
Oh, that's right. I knew it was one that was like a one-hit wonder.
Yes. Yeah. Gosh, I don't think that was it. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter.
You know what? He's been out of the league. Yeah, that's got to be after that. It has to be.
2008 doesn't seem like that long ago, but it really is a long time ago.
It is. Yeah.
I'd
say Newton was after that.
Yeah. I think Cam Newton, I want to say he was like 2010 maybe.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Was he on a roster last year or the year before? Didn't Carolina bring him back?
Yeah, it was a year or maybe 2 years ago. Yeah. Cam Newton was 2010.
Okay.
I don't know who was at 08, but anyway, they lost to Vanderbilt. So
maybe Vanderbilt, had one of those years where they went 6-5 and which is fantastic for them. But man, it's fun watching them.
Here we go. Let's see. 2008 Auburn football roster. Okay. See if we can remember these guys. I don't see anybody I know yet.
What was their record? Got that?
No, I don't. I just pulled up their roster.
Huh. It had to be Vanderbilt. It was good.
No, they were both ranked.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. We're spending too much time on this. Somebody's yelling at the screens, and this is a betting show. All right, let's get to it now. Let's go UCLA at Indiana to kick us off here. Another Cinderella story again for the second straight year. I guess they're not Cinderella anymore, right?
Yeah,
Indiana, number 2 in the country, at 7-0. They take on the most surprising team, I would say, the darlings of college football. UCLA has now won 3 in a row. They're 3-4. They're 25.5-point underdogs in Bloomington. What do you think happens here?
Yeah, this is a team that went from the very worst to challenging for a bowl bid, maybe. Because
it's incredible. Yeah.
The Big 8 at the bottom is not very good. I haven't really looked at their schedule. I know they still have USC left, and I don't think they're going to win this one. So
yeah,
they're going to struggle to make a bowl. But just the fact we're even talking about it is remarkable.
Right.
I don't know. You think Indiana covers?
I can't decide if I want to say, UCLA, they might just be pretty good, or if it's just like, I don't know. I have a hard time thinking they're going to give this much of a game. So I kind of think Indiana brings them back down to earth.
I think they do too. They're not. UCLA's not. They beat Penn State. Who else they beat?
They beat Penn State. They beat Maryland, and they beat Michigan State.
Yeah, and they were lucky to win that Maryland game last week, I think.
Yes.
I think it was last week.
Yeah.
20-17, they'd score late to win that one. But it's still a win. I think they'll play hard. I think they'll give them a game for a little while, but I think Indiana will pull away in the fourth quarter and cover it.
I'm not going to bet it either way, but I'm
not either.
I kind of think Indiana's the play. I'm kind of with you on that as well. While you were talking, Bobby Johnson was the head coach at Vanderbilt in 2008. They started the season 5-0. They ended up 7-6. Okay. And Tommy Tuberville, the head coach at Auburn. So there you go.
You did have to bring that name up. Okay.
Tommy Tuberville. All right, let's go Syracuse at Georgia Tech next in this one. And Syracuse, a 17.5-point underdog here. Georgia Tech 7-0. They're up to number 7 in the country. What do you think on this one?
I like them to cover this one. That one of my best bets last week. I was really sweating that one for a while. Duke let that one get away from them. They dominated them for over 2 quarters. And then finally Tech got to rolling and blew them out late. I think this Tech team's pretty good. I think, as you said last week, this is the SMU of this year.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they wish they didn't have that Georgia game at the end of the year, but they may beat them. Who knows? They just got to take care of business. They got to take care of business. I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I do. This is one they just got to take care of. They just got to beat them. I think they will. It's hard for Georgia Tech to cover 17.5, though.
Yeah.
I don't care who they're playing. They don't beat anybody too bad. So I'm going to stay away from this. They can't slip up. I'm sure they're getting that poured down their throats all week this week.
Harder to win games when your team's like this and you get further and further down the season. I don't think this is a place they lose, though. I'm with you. I also don't think that if they lose to Georgia, I don't think that really will hurt them as long as they win the 11 before that one.
They're in if Georgia beats them because they're in the ACC championship game.
Exactly, and I think it's going to happen. I think they're getting there. So. Like I said, I think they're the SMU of this year. I think they're going to get in there. But I like Georgia Tech in this game. I think they cover in this game.
They might.
I think they will. They're pretty damn good.
They are. They're tough.
All right, big game in Norman this week. Thankfully, Oklahoma gets the job done. South Carolina looked a lot better. Ole Miss, I thought, played extremely well until they had to, and then they couldn't put away Georgia. It felt like they were the better team, but they just couldn't put them away. Both teams 6-1. Both teams in the top 15. It's Oklahoma, like I said, at home, and they are a 4.5 point favorite in this one. That surprised me a little bit. I thought they'd be favored. I didn't know by 4.5. What do you think happens in the game we will be at, and we'll probably be getting wet at 11 a.m. Saturday morning?
Talking about that weather, it's supposed to rain all day. That helps us, I think, because we don't throw the ball that well anyway, and they do. And generally, weather hurts the offense. So I think that favors us if we can keep them fumbling and that kind of stuff. That game with Georgia, it's really strange, isn't it? That Georgia couldn't stop them.
Mm-hmm. They could not.
They scored on all 5 possessions they had going into their quarter.
They couldn't stop them until it was time.
Yeah, and
Put
then
a game
quarter,
away, and then they stopped them, and it felt like they were stopping them easily.
yeah, they only had like 14, 15 yards the whole fourth quarter.
Yep. Yep.
And that's alarming if you're Mississippi.
I
And
think so.
again, what does it show you? It shows you they don't think they can beat those teams when they have to.
Mhm.
You can't quite get over the hump because they dominated Georgia offensively anyway
Mhm.
until the fourth quarter, and they got outscored 17-0 in the fourth quarter. This comes down to we're going to find out, unless the weather has a big factor, how good is Oklahoma's defense. We're going to
Mhm.
find out because
Mhm.
Ole Miss will be the best offense by far that they've
Mhm.
played. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it's strength versus strength and weakness versus weakness, and that's
Mhm.
why I think it's a hard game to handicap,
It
because
is.
the strength of Ole Miss is certainly the offense. The strength of Oklahoma is the defense. So
Yeah.
what wins out there?
Yeah.
And then the
And here's,
weakness of Ole Miss is certainly the defense. The weakness of Oklahoma is the offense. What
yeah.
wins out there?
And then you got to ask yourself, is Ole Miss's defense really weak?
I think so.
Georgia made them look bad.
Arkansas made them look bad.
Yeah, they have given up points.
Yeah.
Uh, but Oklahoma's offense is really, really sketchy.
Yep.
So I don't know how to handicap this one either. I think OU's favored by too many, but it is at home, and that's why they're favored. They're going to have to make sure they don't give up big plays and make Ole Miss drive the ball. I am very impressed with OU's defense. I think it's legit,
Mm-hmm.
but they're going to give up some points in this game. They're
Yep.
not going to shut them completely down. I think they got to score 30, maybe to win.
Yeah. Can they do that? I don't
Can
know.
they do that? I don't think they can.
The problem with handicapping this game from an OU standpoint, OU's SEC games and the Michigan game, just throw that one in there as well, have all kind of been played the same, where it's like the opposing offense is just okay and the opposing defense is pretty good, and it's just kind of a rock fight type of game.
Yep, slugfest.
We really, the OU offense just hasn't been very dynamic, but they're playing probably the weakest defense they've played yet, minus obviously the two, just gimme games that they've had. Three, I should say, gimme games they've had. But when they played real teams, this is probably the weakest defense they've faced.
Right.
And so can they, I sit here and go, I don't know that we can score 30 points, but can they on a weaker bunch? That's possible.
I don't know. I just don't know. They're sooner or later they're going to throw the ball deep. They're going to have to.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether he still can't throw the ball effectively very much anyway.
I think that's what it is.
Or they're just not any good going deep.
Now, go watch Auburn and go watch Michigan game. They threw down the field.
Yeah, they did.
I think
the one pass he threw to Satania for the touchdown, that was a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
A longer pass.
Yeah.
That was perfect. But he's still not throwing the ball great.
No.
Even the short ones, they're not pinpoint. Some of them are, but he's off some, which stands to reason. So hopefully they were kind of holding back a little bit. I think they saw the South Carolina offense and thought they can't score on us unless we give them points. And by the way, is their quarterback the most overrated? Sellers? I mean, he doesn't have time to do anything. That's true, but you got to make some plays. You got to, if you're a superstar, you have to.
Yeah,
and it looks to me like he gave up.
That's a horrible situation. I think he's overrated. I thought he's overrated when the season started, but I think what you're seeing now is just an offensive line that just can't do anything.
They can't.
It's bad.
And
they really should have got shut out. OU got a couple of very questionable penalties, and then on the touchdown, OU got held and they didn't call it.
Yeah.
Also, some weird coaching decisions in that game by Shane Beamer was just weird.
Yeah.
So I South Carolina, they look bad in that game.
I thought so too. And they may be the worst team in the SEC.
Yeah, it's possible.
Kentucky are about the same.
Yeah, I think Kentucky's the worst, but
probably, but not by much.
It's possible. They're not very good. Which makes me hopeful for the Missouri and the LSU games because they were in those games, you know. So anyway, I feel like, and this is just, I'm just going to go with a gut feeling, okay, on this game. So OU's only forced 4 turnovers this year, right? 2 of them was the throwaway game against Kent State.
Right.
And then the other 2 were last week, but they weren't really what I would call real turnovers. They intercepted a fake punt, big deal.
Right.
And then they had an interception on like the last possession of the game where there was just a give up ball. They haven't had a game-changing turnover yet.
Nope.
But they're playing incredible defense. I kind of believe they're going to get some turnovers in this game. I don't think it's anything they're doing wrong. I just think they've been very unlucky. And I remember watching Michigan and Auburn thinking, gosh, guys, make a mistake once, and I think they'll get a couple turnovers and they're going to win. That's going to be the difference in the game. I just think they're due. I remember we had this conversation a long time ago, and they went up to West Virginia, and they only had like 1 turnover all year, and they got like 4, and it changed the whole game. I just feel like that's coming at some point. I think with the wet field and the conditions, Ole Miss might be a little flat. I think they can get them this week.
I do think Ole Miss is going to – I don't see how they can help but not be flat. I just think that was a tough one to swallow. Yeah. One thing about this, if you've looked at Mississippi's schedule, they may make it even if they do lose. Yeah. If they win this game, they're in the playoffs. They'll have to play so bad to not win out the rest of the way.
Yep.
Their schedule's pretty weak, and they're capable of losing one of those games. But if they can beat Oklahoma, they're probably in the playoffs.
Yep. And if we can win this game, we've all of a sudden we can talk about it again.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think we can talk about it until we win here. We have to get this one.
Well, we have to. And our schedule's so much tougher than Mississippi's.
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be good. I'm taking Oklahoma. I just have a feeling we're going to win this game. What do you think?
I don't have a great feeling because I don't know if we can score enough.
Yeah, I think if we lose the game, it's because our offense couldn't do enough. I mean, I think the defense holds them high 20s, and I think we can win.
And I was a little bit worried about Mississippi's quarterback struggling on the road. He didn't.
No,
he did not struggle at Georgia.
He's a huge problem.
Now Georgia's defense is not near what it's been, though.
Yeah, this is true.
But they know how to win.
Yeah, other teams have stopped Ole Miss. They have. So. Or at least slowed them down. So I don't take just what they did at the Georgia game and say, oh, that's what they're going to do to Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma has a much better defense than Georgia.
I think if OU plays good, they're going to win.
I do too, and I think they're going to play well. I think
if they don't turn it over, I
think we're getting the turnovers, and I think we're going to win. Now, what does that mean moving forward? It's just every week is going to be difficult, so we'll see. But I think they're going to get this one. So. All right, let's go on. Virginia and North Carolina here. This is one of my best bets of the weekend. Virginia minus 10.5. And if I said best bet of the weekend, it's not North Carolina. I think Virginia should be favored by quite a bit more in this spot. I don't care that they're going on the road. North Carolina has been blown out at home by teams that I don't think are even quite as good as Virginia. This should be a blowout to me. I know people are a little worried because Virginia had that, that tough game where they almost lost. I think they get this one pretty easily. What about you?
Yeah, that's probably why it's 10.5. That and people don't look at Virginia as very good, because it's Virginia. And sometimes Vegas is biased like that too.
Yeah.
But you're right. North Carolina's inept. And will they quit? That's the other thing. They played pretty good last week.
And they lost.
They lost. But and they got to come. That was in Cal, right? Come all the way back across the country. Virginia did slip up last week and almost lost. So they're capable of it. I'm with you, though. I think they cover this one and go to 7-1 and keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, I think they cover easy in this game. And I'm kind of with Mike here. I think 50 is very doable for this Virginia team on North Carolina. They are horrible. I mean, TCU went in there and just made them look awful.
Yeah.
One like 48-14. I think Virginia could do something similar as well. UVA to try to pile on. And UNC passed on Chandler Morris in the transfer portal. I didn't know that, but maybe a mistake. So yeah, I'm with you. You mentioned the Washington State game, and they damn near lost, and so did Ole Miss. They damn near got beat by them.
They did.
Maybe Washington State. I know they had a game or two. They looked horrible. Maybe they're not that bad.
They may not be.
You know,
they may not be. Obviously, they're not.
And they're getting. Here's the deal. We talked about the Ole Miss. What a perfect spot for Ole Miss to get upset. Total trap. Same way with Virginia.
Yeah.
You know, it's a total trap, and they were able to beat them. So Washington State in a good couple situations, and they weren't able to do it, but they were close.
Yeah.
I think Virginia plays much, much better.
I
this
do
week.
too.
So, all right, this is a game that I really almost think College Game Day would have been here if Memphis would have won last week. South Florida, because it would have been a ranked matchup. South Florida on the road against Memphis this week. South Florida has just been destroying teams other than Miami. They could not beat them. Memphis slips up at UAB. UAB, who had just fired their coach. Maybe that's the best thing that ever happened to them, though. They played a lot better. They beat Memphis, and now Memphis is an underdog at home against South Florida.
Right.
What do we make of this game?
Well, I've looked all over the place today trying to get an update on the Memphis quarterback because he didn't play in the second half of that game. And their backup is a true freshman. And I watched the last part of that game, and Memphis got too cute. They got to messing with the clock, and they didn't score. They had the ball with like 50-some seconds left, screwed around trying to run clock and leave. They were down 31-24 and leave South Florida with no time. And they messed around, and they got 2 penalties, got a false start, and they got to delay a game. How can you do that? How can you do that? And blew the game. I don't know if they can overcome that. Now, South Florida is blowing people out. They look good. They really do. And they're validating that win over Florida for sure. I think they're the better team. So I'm going to go with them to go in there and win. I think that spread comes down if Memphis quarterback's going to play. That's the only thing that worries me in this game. He is pretty good.
The update is day to day, whatever that means.
That's
so
what I thought too.
Yeah, so it's just
you're not going to know till game time.
Could be one of those situations you wait to game time, maybe bet this one live, kind of see what happens in that. Because
I really believe this is for that at-large playoff spot.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's going to come out of this conference, so
we're forgetting Navy, which is undefeated, and we're just kind of assuming that they're going to get beat, and they probably will. Of course, if they run the table, then they're going to be in.
Yeah.
South Florida has a loss, but that I don't think that loss is going to hurt them that bad.
No, it won't.
And that that win, the other team we always talk about is Boise State. The fact that South Florida beat them, it's pretty well eliminated them, unless there's a 2-loss team that gets in there somehow.
The problem with the Navy thing is they're going to play Notre Dame again, and we saw what happened when they played Notre Dame last year. And I mean, I think it's going to be similar. Plus, I think they'll lose some other ones too.
They probably play South Florida or Memphis as well.
Yeah,
I don't think they can get through it. And you never know about the Army-Navy game. Right. You never know about that one either.
Yeah, Army does not look very good this year, but that's still
it's still a game.
It's still Army-Navy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think this is for all the marbles as well. And the other team that's getting involved in this a little bit is Tulane. They've only lost one. They're in the same conference. They could win they could go run the table, win the conference championship, and suddenly it's them that's in. So this conference is pretty good.
So Memphis has all the tough home game or tough games at home. South Florida, Tulane, and Navy all go to Memphis. So,
right.
If they win here, they're still kind of in it.
No, they're.
So Navy has road games at North Texas, which they're good, at Notre Dame and at Memphis. So and they also play South Florida at Navy. So
they got a tough schedule.
I don't think Navy has much of a shot. No.
But you got this league. You got Tulane with 1 loss, North Texas with 1 loss, these 2 teams with 1 loss, and Navy's undefeated. And that's a pretty tough league right there.
Good league.
So it
It's a
is.
good league. Yeah, I think it's comparable to the Big 12, honestly.
The bottom kind of lets
Yeah,
it out.
that's fair.
The
Maybe the
bottom.
Big 12's top 3 or 4 teams are a little better.
Yeah.
All
It's a
right.
good
We're both going to go South Florida. Or did you
Yeah.
say South Florida? But the
Yeah, I
quarterback
did.
situation
I did.
worries you. Yeah.
It does worry me. Yeah.
All right, let's go Alabama, South Carolina next. Alabama 12.5-point favorite here. Kind of a trap, I think, game
It is.
for Alabama after all their tough games. I will say this about South Carolina. They looked horrible against us. I have watched them other times where they looked like they had a little bit of a pulse at least. I don't know what's left for them. I can't see them covering against Alabama in the spot, but 12.5 is a suspicious line to say the least.
I am shocked.
Well, is it just Alabama? It's kind of a trap game. Is that it?
I think it's a letdown game for Alabama. I do.
Yeah.
They've played 4 straight barn burners. I mean, tough games and came through it.
Yep.
And to me, they're either 1 or 2 in the country. I think they're not 4. I think they're either number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And I just don't know. That's got to be what they're thinking is they're going to be a flat.
Mm-hmm.
And they may be, and they may not play very well. The South Carolina team we saw last Saturday, there's no way they're going to play this that close.
Yeah.
You got to have some offense to beat Alabama.
Well, I really thought South Carolina would play a good game against us because I felt like, hey, we're 3-3. Here's one that they're coming off a loss. This looks kind of winnable.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have a lot of life in that game at any point.
It's a team that's quit on offense.
It looks like. Yeah, they weren't they weren't very good on defense either in this game.
No, they didn't play that well. And it's almost like they've quit on the coaching staff and everything else.
It feels it.
And I don't know, but I probably shouldn't even bring it up, but he had to make a offensive line change. They fired the offensive line. That's pretty stupid to do that time of the season. That clown they had over there yelling and running around like an idiot.
Yeah.
It don't get the job done. That don't work these days.
It didn't help.
No.
Spoiler alert.
It doesn't work.
No.
I'm telling you, kids today, they look at him and they go, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Exactly.
They're more sophisticated than they used to be. You can't coach that way anymore.
Well, they're also some of them are making more money than you're making too.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Another thing.
I don't know whether their offensive linemen are, but and they've got some guys hurt on the offensive line as well.
Yeah. I mean, they just that's the big struggle. I think if they had a line, you'd see this team have a chance in this game. But I just we experienced it last year. When your offensive line is struggling, there's nothing you can really call.
And here's the other thing that's so dumb. They got 3 starters out. I heard Beamer say that. You fire the offensive line coach when you're not very good anyway, and you got 3 starters out?
I mean, welcome to college football in 2025.
Oh, it is. It's called Panic City.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. I just think that affects a team whenever that happens. And I don't know. I just don't think you should do that in the middle of the season, fire somebody like that. An offensive line coach, come on.
Yeah.
So that's just telling everybody, hey, our offensive line is the reason why we can't win.
Right. Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
So
no, I'm with Alabama all the way. I think if Alabama can get 24 points, I think they can cover. That's the thing.
24-7. Right?
24-10 and
24-10. Alabama's going to have to be flat as a board not to cover that.
I don't think they will be. I think, in the weirdest way, that Florida State loss really woke them up. I don't.
Who they got? LSU next week?
I
think they do.
They've got them around the corner. I think it's next week.
Yeah, I think it's next week.
Yeah. Trap game. Give me Alabama. I think Ty Simpson's he's the best quarterback I've seen. Yeah. So give me.
When you got a good quarterback, there's not a lot of trap games. You ever notice that?
So it's sometimes that's it. As long as your defense plays well. Yeah. All right, Missouri and Vanderbilt College game day going to be there. Back-to-back huge games for Vanderbilt. They passed the first test, beating LSU. Now they get Missouri. Vanderbilt 2.5-point favorite here. Who you got?
I'm a little surprised it's only 2.5.
Me too.
which shows us it's not Vanderbilt's still not getting
Yep.
credit, and maybe we're discrediting Missouri. I didn't think they looked very good at Auburn.
No.
Auburn just can't win.
No.
They just can't win.
Nope, I can't.
Whatever it is, they can't. You talk about a team that they look good, they play their butts off, they can't score.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there and I'm watching them, and for some reason I watch them. They're kind of interesting, I guess, because I watch Jackson Arnold, and it's hard for me to sit here and just criticize him because he plays so hard.
I know.
I think they put him at halfback and just pitch him the ball. What a running back I think he could be.
I've never felt he is horrible, but
you can't throw it.
I at least have a hard time hating on him because I can see how hard he's out there trying to play.
Oh, he's trying his butt off, and he's got all
he just can't throw the football.
He can't let it go.
He can't.
He holds it too long.
It's a mental thing with him.
It is.
If he could ever get over it and just let it fly, I think he'd be all right.
Yep.
But I think he had so many weird turnovers last year. It's kind of got him spooked, and it's all mental with him. He's got a talent. He's got talent, but he just cannot do it.
No.
And there's rumors this week, we're not going to cover his game, that they're going to try the backup, and who could blame them?
Well, you got to try something. So
yeah.
I'm going to take Vanderbilt to win, but my gut says take Missouri.
I took Vanderbilt in this game, and my gut says to take Vanderbilt in this game.
You think the bubble's going to come off Missouri this week?
I don't think the bubble's coming off. I think Vanderbilt's a better team than Missouri.
Tell
me why that's wrong. Tell me why that's a wrong thought. First.
No, it's not. It's not a wrong thought.
Because I just, you kind of look at like South Carolina as a common opponent. Well, Vanderbilt murdered South Carolina.
That's true.
And with the Missouri game, they beat them, but it was kind of a slugfight a little bit. I'm sorry. I don't think this Missouri team is a bad team at all. I just think Vanderbilt's better.
Do you think it's the talk of Drinkwater or whatever his name is going to what's his name?
Drinkowitz?
Yeah, Drinkowitz. Going to Florida. Have you heard those rumors?
I've heard the rumors, but I don't think that's a factor.
Do you think that's a distraction up there?
No, not at all.
I don't think so either.
No.
It's going to be a tough game for Vanderbilt. It is. They're going to have to, because here's the other thing. They got to come back after that LSU win.
I mean, they're at home.
I know. The other thing I've heard.
Okay, here's the deal. If Vanderbilt can't get ready for this game, I would be shocked.
They'll get ready.
Yeah, they'll be ready.
Here's the other thing. Well, yeah, it's game days there too.
Yeah.
The other thing is, did you notice they didn't storm the field after they won that game?
No.
It's kind of like, hey, we're supposed to do this.
Exactly. Yep.
It's nice to see.
Yep.
So I hope they win. I'm their number one fan this week.
Oh, listen, I think they're going to win. I don't think Missouri's a bad team. I'm not down on Missouri. I thought they played Alabama well. I thought the Auburn game, they played it like every
Missouri
game Auburn's been in is the same, basically.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I don't have anything against Missouri,
really
but
good. I think they're good. I really do.
I think they are too, but I think Vanderbilt's better. So
I'm
going Vanderbilt.
I like the home field.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a big factor as well. All right, BYU and Iowa State next here in this one. Iowa State's a 2.5-point favorite in this game, despite 2 straight losses, and BYU being ranked number 11 and 7 in the country, or 7-0 after that win over Utah. All right, tell me what to do with this one because I have no idea.
You got to think, but it's BYU. They're not like anybody else. Can we say that? They're just not.
They're not. I agree.
I started to say they came off the Holy War. You'd think with a huge win, a great win, they'd be a little flat going up to Ames, wouldn't you think?
Yep.
But they're not like that.
I don't think they will be. The problem with me right now is like Iowa State. I could somewhat excuse the loss of Cincinnati, but you went to Colorado and got beat. I'm done kind of trusting you.
I am too. I don't trust them anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're a little slow. They look slow.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterback's trying to carry him. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's playing all right,
Mhm.
but their defense is not very good, and
That's
that's
been
not
the big key. They haven't been able to
like
stop
Iowa
people.
State. They're usually really solid on defense, and they're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I think they've got secondary problems. I think BYU is going to go in there and beat them. There's something about them. It's hard to bet against them.
Iowa State one more time for me.
You're going one
Taking
more.
the Cyclones one more time. We'll see what happens. That was a great game last week between BYU and Utah.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, but I'll take the Cyclones one last time in this one. If they lose this one, done for the season.
They're done. Well, they're done for the season.
Had a nice little run with them, then lost with them. So one more time, and then that's it. All right. Illinois goes on the road to take on Washington. It's Washington that's a 4.5-point favorite here. Both teams 5-2. What do you got here?
This is the toughest one so far for me. I think I'm going to take Illinois in the points. I think Washington may win, but I don't know if they can win by 4.5.
Washington, I bet on Michigan last week, and I thought Michigan really didn't play all that well and still was able to kind of handle them. Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I'm going to take Illinois in the points.
I'm too. I think they win outright, if you don't know the truth.
I'm not sold on Washington, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know, though. This is not a game I'm real confident on one way or another.
Not either.
They didn't look very good to me in that last game. So, all right, speaking of not being very good, Oklahoma State, they're now 1-6. Boy, they are not even competitive in these games. It's crazy. I watched a little bit of the Cincinnati game last week because I kind of thought, okay, you're at home. It's kind of a weird spot. Cincinnati's played some tough games. Maybe you can hang with them. It was just not competitive at all. Now they go to Lubbock, Texas Tech coming off a loss, which means they're going to be refocused.
Yeah.
This is going to get ugly. Texas Tech minus 38.5. Oh,
this is a team that just 2 years ago, didn't they play in the Big 12 championship game just 2 years ago?
Yes. 2023.
They have fallen to the depths. I think they are the worst team of the Power Four.
I agree.
It's either them or Boston College.
It's amazing to me because I remember the bad Oklahoma State teams. Believe it or not, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
But I remember, Simmons, wasn't it, when Simmons coaching there? Yeah, I remember some of those teams, and they were bad. They're not close to this.
Turn around when Les Miles.
Yeah,
it's there for a couple of years.
The point I'm trying to make is, I remember bad Oklahoma State teams. This is
they were not just bad.
Oh, this is so bad. I literally can't believe what I'm watching.
Well, they've had so many really good quarterbacks over the years that Gundy was there, beginning with Gundy. I mean, they've had some great quarterbacks.
Oh yeah. Tough.
They got wide receivers playing quarterback.
Yeah.
They got stuck without a quarterback.
It's not, but okay, the quarterback's terrible. Yes. They have no running game. They have no running back. It's like, how many great running backs did he have? They have nothing. They don't have one player on that team where you watch and go, yeah, he could probably contribute somewhere that's decent.
How about the no wide receivers?
Yeah. And no defense. They can't stop anybody. Tulsa, who's 2-5, went up and down the field at Stillwater on these guys.
It's a real mystery. And
listen, I hate Oklahoma State. It makes me, I swear to God, I should be shot for saying this.
Yeah,
it kind of makes me a little sad watching them because.
Well, we don't have to play them anymore, so it does.
Well, with Oklahoma State, it was kind of always like their kind of little brother. Like if Texas loses every game, that's great. But Oklahoma State, it's like, you'd like to see them have a couple.
Yeah, it's just shocking to me.
It is. I can't believe it.
No. And I'm sitting there, and I never take the team in 38.5 points, but this would be one I definitely would consider.
Oh,
I just don't.
You have no other. If you're going to bet this game, you have no other option.
Yeah, why would Oklahoma State give any effort at all?
You have to take it. You have to. I'm sorry. It's just a sad state.
Yeah, this is one of those games, weeks. If you're Oklahoma State coaching staff, you're just fighting to get through the week.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know if they play West Virginia, but that might be the only game they can win.
They can't. I'm spoiler alert. They can't.
Maybe it's Stillwater for the last game of the year. Maybe.
If West Virginia kicked off like 30 of their players, then maybe. I'm not. Listen, I'm not even exaggerating. When you watch it, and this is the deal, I watched every second of the Tulsa game. Tulsa looked like a much better team than Oklahoma State. I'm talking about the talent level.
Yeah, it's just amazing that what's happened there.
It's incredible. It's incredible. My friend has a theory, and I don't think he'd ever take it, but he said James Franklin needs to take the Oklahoma State job.
Well, I was just getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say maybe James Franklin ends up at Oklahoma State.
He said James Franklin will never take it, but that's where he needs to go.
Yeah.
And I said, I agree, but tell me your reason. And he's like, if he gets them to win an 8 or 9 games after this, they're not going to care that he doesn't win the big game for at least like 5 years. He is in good shape. And he goes, if he can get them to 9 or 10 wins, they'll build a statue of the guy. I was like, you're right. No, he needs to go there. And look, he's won at Vanderbilt, so it can't be harder than that.
That's how he got the Penn State job.
There's no way they should be this bad. They should immediately be much better next year, no matter who they hire.
Yeah, with the portal, and you can go get players, and you get somebody smart that gets in there and gets the right ones.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to do much to improve.
No way they should be this bad. No way.
I don't think he would take the job. I'm not sure he's a this part of the country type guy.
Yeah.
I
don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I thought he was great on game day the other day, and I thought Saban was great.
Okay, so that whole thing was clearly set up by Franklin's agent to make him look good.
Yeah, I agree.
That was the most softball stuff.
It was, and Saban was so good on there too.
Saban was very good.
Yeah. And he was dead on right too. So
he was. I'm not arguing that.
Yeah,
he was right. He was right. All right, let's keep going. Okay. Try to talk me out of this one, because I think this is a lock. Baylor at Cincinnati, and Cincinnati 3.5 point favorite. I think Cincinnati is a touchdown at least better than Baylor in this game. Baylor can stop nobody. Cincinnati's defense isn't awful. They're a pretty good team that's got a shot at this thing. Yeah, how are they only 3.5 point favorites?
I don't know. It's my lock of the week too.
Okay.
Now, if you watch, they'll play like shit. The only thing is, I guess it's Cincinnati. They're not getting any credit. And Baylor can score a bunch of points.
Yeah.
Look at that over total 67.5.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get that high.
Yeah.
I think Cincinnati shuts them down.
I do too. Like
35-20, something like that.
All right. Well, we're on the same page, so we'll see if we can go down in a blaze of glory.
Me too. I thought, because when I go through these, I don't look at the point spread. I guess it. I kind of guess, and I'm thinking 13.
It's a good thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought 10 when I looked at it.
Yeah, 10's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I'm with you. I think they're going to do it too. Hey, they're quietly. That's the guy coaching there. It's done a hell of a job.
Yeah, I know. Sneaky.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if they get beat and they don't cover. All right. Texas and Mississippi State. Texas, a 6.5 point favorite here on the road after just barely sneaking by Kentucky. I want to say this before we go, or before we talk about the game, because something is happening year after year now with this Red River rivalry down at Dallas. Whatever happens there doesn't equate to the rest of the season all of a sudden. I don't know what is happening. I thought Texas played a great game against Oklahoma. And I
thought they were on their way.
Yeah, look, I didn't think we played well, obviously, but I thought, Texas came in there and played great.
They did.
I thought they'd go to Kentucky. I didn't think they'd just be blowout city, but I thought it'd be a pretty comfortable win, or a win where at least you're not sweating it out. They should have lost the game. Kentucky is fucking inept, or they would have beat them. They're a joke.
They are.
Now they take on a team that I think is capable of beating them if they don't play any better than that.
Oh, if they play like they did at Kentucky, they're going to lose.
I agree. So will they play better? That's my question.
Yeah, that you would think. Now, here's the thing with Mississippi State. They should have beat Florida. They missed a 37 or whatever it was, a short field goal.
Yeah.
Or did they throw an interception? They did something stupid at the end of the game. They were in position to win it, and then they lost.
Mm-hmm.
So you got two teams, Mississippi State is just – that's the only reason I'm taking Texas is I just don't think Mississippi State will beat them. I just don't think they will. But Texas offensively was god awful in that Kentucky game.
Yep.
And I knew they were going to win, though.
I did too, because it's Kentucky. Yeah, I never was thinking they were going to lose that game. You know,
Nope.
I do think at home Mississippi State. I think they're going to force Texas to score in the 20s.
Yeah.
I do think this offense will score some points.
Yeah, and they're not bad. This is not a bad team.
They're much better than last year. I don't think they're
Yep.
great, but they're much better than last year. Give me Texas in this game. I think they'll play better.
Well, they can't play worse.
They really can't.
No.
All right, Wisconsin. By the way, I'm totally picking Texas just so they lose, just so everybody knows. Okay?
I don't think they're going to.
Give me Texas to cover is what I'm saying. So come on.
Well, they may do that.
Just let me curse them. Okay. All right. Wisconsin and Oregon next in this one. Oregon minus 33.5. Wisconsin. They came out and said, hey, we're not firing our coach. What we need is money. And so that's kind of the new thing about it. That's the new thing. We either fire the coach because we have the money, or we don't fire the coach because we have no money. Well, they also need to score. I think that would be great for them this week. I don't know if
find a quarterback. That would be good.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do it or not. What do you think here? I think Oregon covers.
Oh, they do. I don't know if Wisconsin will score the rest of the year. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Franklin would end up there.
Maybe. If they truly don't have any money, I don't think anybody's going to end up there.
So
he literally said we're not fired. We don't need a new coach. We need money. The guy literally said that. So
here's another thing I can't figure out. Franklin got $50 million buyout. Why would he want to coach again? Why do you want to put yourself through that when you got $50 million?
He told you. He said he has no hobbies. So
he's a sick man. And
yeah. Well, what's better than $50 million? $100 million. Go get it somewhere. Somebody's going to pay him. Like I don't think he has any trouble whatsoever getting almost any job he wants that's open. I don't think Florida would hire him, but
no, he's not going to get a top tier.
He's going to get a Power 4 job for sure.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about, again, I've said this a million times. I don't think Florida is a top tier job. I don't. Everybody does. Yeah. But again, go look at the history of Florida football. There's two guys that have won there.
Yeah.
The way people think Florida should win.
Yeah.
Steve Spurrier and Urban Meyer. And by the way, those are two of the best that ever lived.
Yep.
No one else has gone in there and done anything.
Yep.
And there have been some damn good coaches go in there.
Yep.
And they're arguably at the bottom of the SEC right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're down there at the bottom of the SEC, it's a long way to the top.
It is.
Yeah, that's not a great. Everybody's saying, well, Lane Kiffin will take that job. I'm not sure. Unless his ego forces him to.
I don't know that. I don't know if I'm Lane Kiffin and I built what I built at Ole Miss, unless they fall apart this year. I don't know that I'm leaving for Florida.
Unless they fall apart.
Yeah. Now, if they go like 8-4, but then if they go 8-4, does Florida really want him? I don't know.
No, they don't want him.
Yeah.
I mean, Kiffin says he loves it at Mississippi.
Yep.
He acts like he does.
Yep.
I don't know what kind of money they dangle at him. And who says that's who they want?
Exactly.
I haven't heard him say that.
I wouldn't leave as long as I had the, and listen, Ole Miss seems to have the financial backing. I would not leave because I don't see why you would do that.
The pressure's not on him as much there as it would be. I don't think that bothers a guy like him.
No, I don't either. But I think you got to look at it. Okay, where's the easiest place to win right now? That is Ole Miss because of what he's got built there.
Yep. I don't know why the talk's not go get the Vanderbilt coach.
I don't know.
I don't hear his name mentioned.
Now that one is one I think should leave if he gets an opportunity.
Well, yeah. No doubt about it. Because is he not a Baker Mayfield, Chase Daniels? If you guys are that old and can remember Chase Daniels at Missouri.
Johnny Manziel. Yep.
He's a
that
clone.
Guy. Yep.
He reminds me of Chase Daniels more than, I guess maybe it's the color of the uniforms.
Yep.
I was going to ask, God, that's Chase Daniels playing out there. He's about as old as Chase Daniels too, I think.
Yep. Yep.
But
Yep.
he's fun to watch.
All right, Stanford and Miami next. Dennis has been dying to talk about either Miami or Louisville. We're going to talk about them both here.
Oh, I can't wait.
Miami gets beat at home by Louisville last week on Friday night. I was dying laughing.
Oh, I'd never laughed so hard.
Carson Beck, who somehow had been playing great, came back to earth and played like I knew him to be. Yeah. And they get beat.
And Louisville's quarterback was fantastic.
Yeah, Moss played really well.
And he's been playing well.
Yep. Now, Miami, okay, they're probably still in okay shape. What do you make of? Look, I don't even care about the Stanford game. I think they're going to win and cover this game.
I'm not sure they're going to cover.
You don't think they're going to cover? Okay, you're taking Stanford.
I think Stanford's going to beat that spread.
29.5. Do you think they're not on upset alert again, though? Right?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. What do you make of them now?
I think they're what we thought they were going to be when the season started.
Do you think
happens every year?
Yeah, you're right. It felt a lot like last year.
They're probably not done losing. They're probably going to be another one they're going to flub up on.
Well, here's the problem. Now, before I read this off to you,
okay,
let's state right off the bat. I think if we would have read Louisville at home last week, we just put that as an automatic win. And that's why I hate doing this, right? Because none of these are actually automatic wins when it's teams like this.
Yeah, that's true.
But they play Stanford this week. Mm-hmm. Okay. They go to SMU. SMU all of a sudden has a little bit of a pulse.
Let me tell you what, SMU can beat them.
They could beat them. I agree. They have a pulse all of a sudden.
Yes.
Syracuse in Miami. I don't think so. North Carolina State is not very good. That's in Miami. Last two games at Virginia Tech, at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh could beat them. That's one they could slip up on.
I just read that and go, how are they going to go any worse than 10-2?
Well, I agree.
Well, are they going to put their asses in there at 10-2? I'm afraid yes is the answer.
Okay. If they go 10-2, will they be in the ACC championship game?
Well, Virginia might be there. Georgia Tech might be there. I mean,
and Louisville might be there.
Louisville might be there. Yes, I was getting ready to say them as well. So I don't know.
A 10-2 that doesn't make the championship game
should not be in.
It's in. I don't think they will.
No. Okay.
But if I was Dennis, I'd be worried about losing my coach.
Yeah. I hear that.
I've heard it, Penn State.
Yep.
And because I'm telling you, they outcoached Miami. They had them ready.
Oh yeah. Miami was not ready to play that game at all.
Yeah. It's talk about a guy who can't win the big game. Why don't you fire him, Miami?
I know.
At least Franklin up until this year would beat teams and Louisville's good.
Right.
But Franklin didn't lose those kind of games very often.
No.
He couldn't beat Ohio State. Who the hell can?
Yep, I know. Not many. Michigan. Yeah. That's it. Michigan.
Yeah. He couldn't beat Oregon. Not very many have beat them the last 3 or 4 years either.
No. This is true. It's very true. All right.
For Penn State.
A&M, well, I mean, we'll see what happens. An interesting discussion I heard was no matter who Penn State goes and gets, there's not very many people that are going to have a better resume than who they fired, and that makes it a weird situation. So, but now whether they upgrade or not is,
Penn
all right.
State, I thought I heard him say Penn State hadn't won a national championship since 94 or 5, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. Texas A&M at LSU next. This is a huge game for Texas A&M. If they can get this one, they're in great shape. LSU, it's a last stand for Brian Kelly, if that's going to even happen. I don't know. I think if he's still got their attention, they're going to play great. Have they kind of stopped with him and quit on him is the question. If LSU loses this game, I think they're going to have a new coach. If LSU
James
wins this
Franklin.
game, I still think they're going to have a new coach. So by the time the year's over, Texas A&M 2.5-point favorite. Who you got?
I don't think they're losing because of Brian Kelly. I just don't think they're very good.
Yeah, but the problem is Kelly has been there a while now. So if they're not very good, it's on him.
I'm not saying he's not going to get fired. I'm just saying, and I don't think they've quit on him.
Okay.
They're just not good enough to win.
Yeah.
I think A&M is very overrated.
I do too, and that's why I think LSU has a shot, but I can't bet it.
I don't think LSU is good enough.
That's where I'm at, but then you watch Texas A&M play Arkansas, and it's like LSU can beat them.
Well, they could.
But do you really want to bank on that? I don't know. It's at night. It's in LSU.
I'm taking LSU.
I'm taking them too, but I'm not going to bet it. I'm picking them. I'm not betting.
You don't have the guts, and I don't either.
I want to. I originally.
When's the last time A&M's won a game like this? Never.
Yeah, I mean,
this is a huge game for them.
The only problem is this is not. It's a huge game, yes, but this is not an opponent that is.
Yeah, but
scary.
You're assuming Texas A&M's the number 3 team in the country.
I don't think they're that.
Keep that in mind. I don't know if they're even top 10.
I think
they beat Notre Dame.
That's their big win.
That's the only one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now they still have Missouri. They have Texas. And I think they have another pretty tough game left too.
Yeah, their schedule's not. Their schedule starts to get a little hard. It's still not that tough though, but it is starting to get a little bit tougher coming up. This is the first one of the run here. They do have the Texas game, like you mentioned. They got to go to Missouri, like you mentioned, but they also have South Carolina at home and Samford at home. So
okay, so there's just these 3.
If they can, like I said, if they can win this one, they're going to the playoff. I mean,
they are if they can win this one. That's why I'm picking LSU.
Yeah, I think LSU is going to get him, but I don't know.
And I'm rooting for LSU, and I hate them, but I hate them.
Yeah, I kind of don't care who wins this one because I'm not going to bet it, and I really don't like either team. So
no, I don't either.
With that, all right, we're both on LSU. We'll see. Again, it's probably not a good sign that I pick somebody was like, I'm not betting that though. Well, shit, you might need to go the other side, right? Sometimes I think about that. Games I'm not going to bet is go. Well,
I'm not taking Texas A&M at night in LSU.
I can't do it either. No. I just think LSU, if they're ever going to play their quote unquote best game of the season, this is the spot.
Yeah.
So
if he hasn't lost them.
Yep.
And I don't think he has. So
no. I don't either. All right, Boston College on the road taking on Louisville. There you go, Dennis. They're taking on the worst team in the ACC, one of the worst teams in the Power 4 in Boston College. Louisville's a 25.5-point favorite. It's definitely a spot where they could be flat, but would it even matter? This Boston College team's not good.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. It's a good time to play them coming off that game. And I don't think they'll be flat. I think they're going to use this as a springboard. They got a legitimate shot now to get into playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their schedule is. I haven't looked at it, but this will get them to 6-1. And they were very good Friday night.
They only have 2 road games left. One of them's at SMU. The other's at Virginia Tech. Tricky games, I think, both of them.
Yep.
They got Cal, Clemson, and Kentucky as their home game. So, I mean, it's right there in front of them.
I think they're going to get there.
Yep. I do too.
Because Clemson's not any good, and their quarterback's hurt. I don't know if he's back or not. And SMU's their roadblock.
Yep.
And so Kentucky's not very good. I mean, it's always a tough game for Louisville. And Kentucky will bring everything they've got. But I think the Cardinals have got a real shot.
All right. I think the Cardinals win this game. I think the Cardinals cover. I think they have a real shot as well. They got to protect against losing to that game like at Virginia Tech. And I know people go, well, what the hell? That's what they've kind of done under Brom. So got to be careful there.
Where'd they lose at? Pittsburgh?
Yeah. Yep. You got to be careful. That's the games, right? That have killed them. All right. Michigan back in the top 25. They go on the road to take on Michigan State. Big rivalry game here. Michigan State kind of hapless, though. That's the problem. Yeah. Michigan 14.5-point favorite. What do you got here?
I like the Wolverines to cover this one. Michigan State's defense is terrible.
Yep, I agree.
And Michigan's offense is not very good, but I think they're too physical. And they may be getting ready to make a run. Who knows?
All right, Tennessee on the road taking on Kentucky here. Maybe a letdown spot for, well, really both teams, honestly.
Yeah.
Tennessee killed themselves in that Alabama game. The interception, obviously, before the half was the end of the game.
Yeah.
I still don't know what to make of Tennessee, though.
I'm with you. I just started to say, how good are they?
I don't know.
I don't either. I don't think they're great. Is their quarterback starting to come down to earth? Maybe a little bit.
Somewhat, I think.
I just don't see how in the world Kentucky can get back up and play. I don't.
This feels like a Tennessee kind of 34-20 type of win, 41-20 type of win, something like that to me.
You think they can score that many? I don't know.
I do. I think they'll play. I think they'll play well. And I just think Kentucky, I think they'll take that loss harder than Tennessee.
Oh, I can. Oh, yeah. Because Kentucky played so hard.
Yeah. Well, that was a game for Kentucky. You win that one, you kind of feel like you got your season somewhat turned around.
Well, you're 3-3.
Yeah.
And and then say they did win that game coming into this one, you'd give them a chance.
Mm-hmm.
But losing that the way they did, I don't know if they could get back up. I can't take Kentucky. I just can't.
Yeah, I like Tennessee in this game. I think they'll bounce back better. I really do.
Yep.
All right, last one here. Houston on the road taking on Arizona State. It's Arizona State -6.5. All right, talk me out of this one. I love the Sun Devils in this game. Am I stupid?
No, I don't think so. Talk about a guy that's done a hell of a job. The guy at Houston.
Yep.
But they haven't played anybody in the Big 12. Surely their schedule's getting ready to get a lot tougher.
Yep.
The one team they played, they lost to. That was huge for Arizona State last week, beating Texas Tech.
Yep.
Tech did not look good in that game. I don't like them, never have. I think they're getting ready to take off, so I'm going to take Arizona State to cover.
Yeah, I just think Houston is having a great season, but I don't think they've played anybody really. And they went on the road earlier in the year and really struggled against Oregon State.
They did. They should have lost.
Yeah, I think at night in the desert, I like Arizona State. I think Houston they've done a good job getting to where they're at. I don't think they're as good as Arizona State.
They're a year away. Better watch out for them next year.
Well, I mean, honestly, yeah, I think you're right. And look, I think this is a team that even last year, Willie Fritz's first year there, they kind of showed signs here and there of being pretty decent. They almost made a bowl.
Yep.
You look at them this year, like I said, they're 6-1. They did lose to Texas Tech. They still got West Virginia. They're still got Central Florida. I mean, they could get 8 or 9. They got TCU. They could get 8 or 9 wins this year.
Where's that TCU game at?
The TCU game is at home at Houston.
They could win that.
They could. So there's wins out there still for them. I don't think this is one of them. That's all.
No, it's tough to go win in the desert at night. And Arizona State's on a high after coming from behind and winning that game. That's gotta make your practices good this week.
I would think so. Yeah, I would think so for sure. All right. Any other games you want to mention? We're kind of running late here, but that's all right.
Not as many this week. SMU 3.5 at Wake Forest.
Okay.
I kind of like the Mustangs. I think they're getting ready to make a run. I think 3.5 is pretty low for that. Minnesota at Iowa.
Yep.
Okay. What do you think that spread would be without looking at it?
I've seen it, so I can't. Yeah,
I have. Think that's high.
It's 8.5. I think it's very high. Yeah.
Give me Minnesota, and I'm a big Hawkeye guy, but Minnesota's the same as they always are. Well, they're like they're like Iowa. Iowa's just a little better, wins a few more games than Minnesota does.
Yep.
And so I think that's going to be a dogfight. I think Iowa wins, but 8.5, I don't think so. And then there's not too many more. San Diego State 2.5 at Fresno State. Kind
Yep.
of a risky, but I think they're better than they are. Utah State goes to New Mexico. New Mexico's decent. They're only favored by 2.5. I think they can cover that.
I went the opposite. I
Okay.
went Utah State in that. Yep.
I
That was
can't.
one I was going to mention.
I won't talk you off of it. Louisiana Monroe at Southern Mississippi. This is digging really deep. 10.5 is all Southern Mississippi's favored, and they're pretty good. I think they cover that. And Appalachian State stunk it up last week. They go to Old Dominion, who got killed also, and Old Dominion is 14.5. I might look at that one.
Yeah.
So that's about it. These games are pretty tight. Those lines are pretty tough this week.
I've got one for you. You want to go deep diving?
Okay.
Temple.
Okay.
-5.5 at Tulsa.
You like Temple?
I like Temple a lot in that game.
Yep.
You look at Temple; they seem to be getting better.
Yeah,
they haven't been all that bad anyway.
Oh, they could easily be 5-2.
You look at Tulsa; they suck. I think that's a good spot to play the Owls. Give me Temple in that game.
What do you think about this? I'm scared of it, but K-State and KU play this week.
I almost took K-State in this game.
Yeah, KU's 2.5-point favored.
I know.
Kansas State's playing better.
I know. I can't take Kansas State.
No, they've beat me too many times this year.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple of times.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't win.
Yeah, I think that'll be a really interesting.
When's the last time Kansas beat them?
I don't.
They may have beat them. They may have beat them that one, not last year, but the year before.
Yeah, I really don't follow the K-State KU rivalry.
No, that's a heated rivalry.
It feels like it's been a while for sure. Yeah. I can't trust Kansas.
No.
And I can't trust Kansas State either. That's where I landed.
Oh, I got to piss off my Nebraska fans too. That was a good effort last week.
Oh my God. So Nebraska.
That was the other one I laughed so hard at.
Okay, so let me pull that one up real quick. I almost clicked on the Big 12 where Nebraska should have never left. Let's see. Big 10 here. Nebraska takes on Northwestern. I think it's a very interesting game. Both teams are 5-2. Nebraska 8.5-point favorite there in that one.
Yeah,
coming off that loss and just embarrassing loss.
It's the way they lost. They scored 6 points. Yeah, because their coach was going to Penn State.
Right. Yeah.
Probably not now, but anyway.
Probably not ever.
I can't. Northwestern will play their butts off. They always do, but I can't take them in that game. I just can't.
I wouldn't take Nebraska either.
No, I'm not betting Nebraska either. I hope Northwest. Oh God, that'd be so funny.
It would be pretty funny. All right, let's get going here to the NFL, and we'll rapid fire through that. Yeah. One last thing on Nebraska.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is at this point. I don't really know what they can do. I
don't either. They can't get the studs they used to.
They're just not.
And the way they used to win is run over you.
Yeah.
It's not what college football is now. And it's just, I don't know. They used, when they were in the Big 12, that's what we always heard. They played a lot of games in Texas so they could recruit the state of Texas.
Yeah.
Which they did, and they got studs out of there. But now they don't play down in that area, and they don't recruit that very well anymore. Well, where are they going to go get players at?
I just don't know how you turn it
around. Do they have any money?
I don't know. I don't know how you turn it around. I don't know. They've tried so many different things. I don't know. Shoddy said he skipped Arkansas. We only do ranked games, but we'll do Arkansas for you. Arkansas, huh?
That's an interesting game.
Yeah, Arkansas hosts Auburn this weekend. It's a 1-point spread.
I did have that marked. I had that marked. Give me the Hogs.
I took the Hogs as well. So there you
Auburn
go.
Can't beat anybody.
Well, have you watched Arkansas?
They're going to score, though.
Yeah. it's going to be an interesting game because it's weakness versus weakness. How bad is the Arkansas defense? How bad is the Auburn offense? I just think that's the key to the game.
Can Arkansas stop Arnold from running?
Can Arkansas stop anybody? I think is the first question. And if the answer is yeah, I think maybe, then I think they can win. But I really don't know if they can or not, honestly.
I like them in this one if they haven't quit.
Yeah.
And they have played better under Petrino, but they've lost both of them by 3 points, I think.
Yep.
Will this be another game where they don't have it? I don't know.
Both teams are addicted to winning close games. So maybe one of them wins by a close margin, maybe, or maybe it's a blowout. I don't know.
I can see Auburn quitting before I can Arkansas.
Agree. No, I agree with that. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if Auburn's going to change their quarterback or not. I don't know what's going to happen. It's hard to say.
I don't either, but that's another coach that's going to be looking for a job.
He'll be looking for a job. No,
that could be where Franklin ends up.
That could be. I could see that.
Yeah.
I think Arkansas though in the game. Give me Arkansas. All right, rapid fire. NFL, Vikings, Chargers. Who knows? Who cares? Chargers minus 3.5 here to open it up.
Chargers are back to being shitty.
Mm-hmm.
I miss them every week, so I'm going against them this week. Go Vikings.
Vikings for you, Vikings for me. I don't want to lay 3.5 with the Chargers right now. No. All right, let's keep going. Huge game here. Dolphins and the Falcons kick us off on a Sunday. Falcons minus 7.5. Who you got here?
Dolphins are a fine outfit. They're playing extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
Tua is awful. He's just been hit too many times. I think he's gun shy. Give me the Falcons. I think they're going to slaughter them.
Falcons for me too. I'm with you on that one, 100%. All right, let's keep going here with the Jets and the Bengals. This is what we've all been waiting for. Who you got in this one? It's the Bengals that are 6.5-point favorites.
Bengals, I did great in NFL last week. Just picking winners. I only missed 3. This was one of them. Did not think they would beat Pittsburgh. They did. Show some life. They're going to win this one too. I don't know if they can cover 6.5 though.
It's going to be a question mark there. Probably against the Jets, they can do it though. I think. The Browns, they won last week. They won the road take on the Patriots here. Patriots 6.5-point favorites. They were winners as well. Browns play the same game every week.
Yep.
Can they cover 6.5 here?
The Browns played the Dolphins, took care of business, looked good in the process. I'm taking the Browns plus the points.
I
don't think New England's as good as that 5-2 record.
Give me the Patriots in this one. I'm not betting on the Browns. I love that. Like the Browns are the dumbest franchise I think I've ever seen. So,
well, that's true.
They've got Dylan Gabriel now, right? Mm-hmm. And he's okay. He's not bad. Mm-hmm. He's average, I would say.
Well, he has nothing around him.
But every week, it's all about Shedeur Sanders. Every week, that's all they ask about.
I know.
Where's Shedeur? Is he getting snaps? What's going on with Shedeur? It's like, why don't you guys just like the quarterback that you have for once and stop thinking about the other guys?
Why don't we sit back again and think to ourselves, he's not any good.
Right. Yeah.
Or he'd be playing.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah.
He's not doing enough to play. These guys are not stupid. Their jobs are on the line. They're going to play the best players.
Yep.
And for some reason, the media and everybody else is wrong.
It's crazy. It's crazy that that's all you hear from that franchise.
We heard all along. Why isn't Arch Manning playing at Texas? Well, we figured out why.
We did. Figure out why.
He's not as good. So
he's not very good.
They don't see guys on the bench if they're better than the guy ahead of them.
Correct. All right.
It doesn't happen.
Revenge on the mind of the Eagles after they got embarrassed by the Giants. And by the way, speaking of embarrassing, the Giants without any question, the worst loss in the history of football last week. I
Never.
can't even describe it. It was
Oh,
so insane.
yes, it was.
They gave up 33 points in the fourth quarter, and that's not even the craziest thing that happened in the game. So that being said, I don't. What do we even do with them after that? I don't know. They're clearly a lot better.
Yes, they are.
Clearly cannot be trusted at the same time.
No, how can they get over that one?
I
How
don't know.
could they get over that one?
I have no idea.
You know what was odd to me? Yes, Denver scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. And you think, well, the Giants didn't score any. They scored 13.
Right.
And twice they answered Denver
Yep.
to increase the lead to double digits, which you would think would deflate the Broncos trying to make that comeback, but it didn't. I've never seen 46 points scored in the fourth quarter.
Right.
I'd say you got to dig pretty deep to find that in a game, too.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. Weirdest game. You're right. Eagles 7.5. Giants are going to be flat. Give me the Birds.
I'm with you. I'm with the Eagles here as well. Bills and Panthers. The Panthers are somehow 4-3. Shows you how weak the scheduling can be when you're not very good the year before. They got a Bills team that sucked something fierce the last 2 weeks we've seen them.
Yep.
They had a bye. Will they bounce back? That's the question. 7.5-point favorite for the Bills.
The Panthers has won me money 3 weeks in a row. Yes. I'm going 4. Give me the Panthers and the points. They're not going to win.
My God. Oh, my God. Hold on.
Buffalo's inept on defense.
Oh, my God. The Panthers. Going with the
Not to win. Not to win.
Okay. Panthers to cover 7.5.
Yeah.
I haven't used. I'm going to play a video. I haven't used it since we fired Magic. We didn't really fire him, but since he left.
Son, I'm just going to tell you this one time.
Yes.
You want to keep working here. Stay off the drugs.
Yes.
He never listened to that, but we always used to play that. Oh man,
that is too good.
Coming to America, great movie.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Did you like it?
Yes, Eddie Murphy is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was a fantastic movie. God, I love that movie. All right, Bears go on the road, take on the Ravens next here. It's the Ravens 5.5-point favorites in this one. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Ravens at 1-5 are favored by 5.5, but they got their boy back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What do you think?
Don't you think the Bears look pretty good?
I think if the Bears can somehow get over the fact that they're the Bears, I think they can make it. I think they don't look bad.
Yeah. Having said that, give me Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm going to take Baltimore. I think here's the thing with Baltimore. They just feel like, to me, that the division is so bad, believe it or not. We thought it'd be good. It's really not.
No.
They're still in it at 1-5. I think this is where you start to re-rally a little bit. So, yeah, I'm with the Ravens as well. Mike says the Bears are terrible. No, I don't really think so. I really don't think they're terrible. I think they do a lot of really dumb things, but they're one of those teams with a pretty bad schedule because they were bad. And I think a lot of their games are manageable. I don't think they're terrible. I just don't think they know how to win games. I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
You watch them last week.
Good start if they win this one.
Yeah, they're not winning this one. Ravens easy for me.
They've had a week off too.
All right, 49ers go on the road to take on the Texans. Texans minus 1.5. Here's the team that's terrible. You want to talk about teams terrible? The Texans. They're terrible. 49ers here, they're like just they're like a ragtag bunch of guys that just win somehow,
I don't know how, but they do.
Yeah.
And they just, this is going to be a tough one for them.
I agree.
I could see them losing this one. But I never bet against the 49ers when it's that small a spread.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the underdogs. I got to take them. They figure out a way to win. As long as McCaffrey's healthy, they got a pulse.
Yep.
So I think they're going to win it.
Texans just don't. They just can't do it.
I don't know. This is bad.
They just suck. I'm I'll take the 49ers. I can't keep doing it with the Texans. So I'm going to take the 49ers in the spot. All right, Buccaneers trying to bounce back. I thought they played awful against
they
the
were
Lions.
terrible.
I thought the Lions played awful too. That was a terrible game, in my opinion.
Oh, it's awful.
See if they bounce back against the worst team, the Saints at 1-6, at least one of the worst at 1-6 here. Tampa's 4.5-point favorite. I think this is kind of the
They have to
time.
win.
I think they win.
They have to. You can't lose this game. You can't.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
I don't know how good Tampa is. I thought their defense played all right. Tried to keep them in the game.
Yep.
Their offense was awful.
I didn't think Mayfield played very well in this.
He played bad. He was passing. He missed some passes.
Yep.
He came down to earth.
Yep.
And this is a critical game for him. He's got to bounce back.
Yep.
Or suddenly the golden boy is going to be in the shit house.
Yep.
Because that's the way things work. We're going to go from MVP to the bottom of the league. What's wrong with Baker? We're going to hear all that shit. So he wasn't near as good as everybody was saying he was. And he won't be near as bad as everybody says he is. So this is a big test. I'm scared they're going to lose. It won't surprise me.
I think they'll win this one.
I hope.
I think they'll win this one. I think I wouldn't hit the panic button. I think it's just one of those.
You can't
games.
take the Saints, that's for sure.
No, I think Tampa gets this one. I do pretty easily. I mean, I don't know. Explain to me, Dallas. Like
you can't.
They're next. Dallas and Denver. Honestly, explain to me Denver a little bit. I don't know if either one of these teams are very good, but I don't know if either one of them are bad either. I don't know what they are.
I don't either.
Denver's a 3.5-point favorite. I tend to lean Denver in the spot, but God, I don't know. After that last week, I know they won, but shit, they didn't look good.
No, they did not.
Dallas, I mean, they got it. I guess they're just one-dimensional. They got a great offense, and the defense, you just never know. I don't know.
Their offense is really, really good.
Yeah.
Defensively, I don't.
Denver.
I do too. But God, they're unreliable.
Yeah.
That game has got to spark them, though.
Has to.
Yeah. Has to. That they were beat.
Yeah.
They were looking at 4-3. And they pulled it out.
Yep. Yeah.
And that would have been a horrible loss to the Giants on your home field.
Horrible.
Yeah. So they dodged a big bullet. Now they got to get it. They got to get it right. And Nix was awful for 3 quarters, and he was fantastic in the 4th quarter.
I know. I can't figure him out either.
No.
All right.
This will be an interesting game.
Denver for us. It's not Cinderella story anymore. I'm sold on the Colts. I thought they looked tremendous last week.
Oh, they killed them.
They're 14.5 points favorites against the Titans. Now, the Titans might be the worst. They're really, really, really awful.
Bad.
This Colts team, I'm done thinking they're going to drop a little bit. I think they're
steamrolling everybody. They're going to win the division, I think.
I think they may win it by like 5 games.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, we're waiting for them to have a bad one, a dud.
Yeah. I don't think it's this
that Chargers game. It's possible they don't cover. It's possible. It is the NFL.
It is possible they don't cover. I don't think they're losing. They're not
going to lose.
Okay.
But 14 is a bunch.
It is a bunch to cover. I do agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Green Bay and the Steelers. Green Bay is the 3.5-point favorite here on the road against the Steelers. Green Bay 4-1-1, Steelers 4-2. I don't think either one of these teams are really that good. Who gets it done here in this one?
I thought Green Bay played bad out in Arizona, but they pulled it out.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is win.
That's right.
That's all you have to do. They're 4-1-1. A lot of teams would like to be there. And I'm with you, the Steelers. They should win a game. When you score 31 points, you should win if you're the Steelers.
Yep.
And they didn't. That was a bad, bad loss.
Yep.
Talk about a uniform game. This is it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is classic. Give me the Packers.
Steelers.
No, I'm saying to that. Give me the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
I can't take Green Bay. I don't think their quarterback's that good.
Yeah.
But is a 41-year-old guy, 42, going to go? I don't know. Although he wasn't the problem.
No, he wasn't. No, he's been pretty steady, really.
Been pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Steelers for me. Give me the
And
Steelers.
how about old Joe Flacco?
Right? I mean,
He's
unbelievable.
still good.
Everybody's like, geez, these quarterbacks, just get them out of freaking Cleveland. And look what happens.
Yeah.
Even Joe Flacco.
Exactly. And he took him to the playoffs and they cut him.
Incredible, right?
Well,
Incredible.
he's better than most of the quarterbacks in the league. I mean, or a lot of them.
He looked good. He was smart enough. He said, "I'm smart enough to get the ball to Chase."
Yeah.
There
You
you go.
figured that out.
Didn't he throw to him? Was it 16 catches or?
No, I have the bunch.
It was a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, final one. It'll be Marcus Mariota. That is now official. Commanders, Daniel's not going to play. It'll be Mariota on the road against the Chiefs. Commanders are flopping big time so far this year. They're struggling. Daniels has struggled to stay healthy.
Yep.
They looked hapless against Dallas. Now they take on a Kansas City team that's found some footing. 12.5 is a lot of points, but it kind of feels like KC might be able to cover it.
I think so. If he's not going to play.
Yep.
Chiefs have righted the ship.
Yep.
That's not good for anybody in the league. That's for
No, it's not.
Yep, they've got them, and I think then they go to Buffalo. I think next week.
Yeah. Let's just click on this.
I think
and see.
it is.
Can't remember.
And then they're off after that. I think I looked at it. I'm pretty sure they go to Buffalo after this one.
Yeah. Yes, they go to Buffalo. Is that
So they haven't played Denver yet at all.
That is it. Oh no, that's Sunday. Yeah, they go to at Buffalo, then a week off, then they go to Denver.
Oh, they got Indy in there too.
Good Lord. Then they have the Colts, then they go to the Cowboys. That won't be easy. This schedule's still pretty tough.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to what Denver does, and can they beat Denver? And they will if they have to. I think. Yep. And there's the Colts, and look where the game is. Kansas City.
I think the Colts earlier in the year could have beat them. I don't know. Kansas City's starting to kind of find their footings. So.
Yeah, and I don't think Buffalo can beat Kansas City. Although in the regular season they do.
Yeah, regular season they usually beat them. Yeah.
But Buffalo's defense has got to get straightened out. It's not any good.
Yeah. I would agree. Not very good at all.
Chiefs will shred them.
Okay, let's talk. Well, just for a second here, baseball. We're gonna get the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, so that's gonna be the World Series here. Blue Jays, tremendous rally, come back and heartbreak there for Seattle.
Oh, tough loss.
Dodgers have just been steamrolling.
They have.
What do you think? Dodgers, Blue Jays. Who you got?
Well, you have to take the Dodger, don't you?
I think you do. Yeah.
I think Toronto will win a couple.
Yeah, you think you could go 6 or 7, or you think 5?
And you get to thinking how good Toronto's pitching.
Yeah.
You better have some pitching.
Yep.
So I don't know. Not a baseball expert at all. So I know the Dodgers bullpen's struggling, but they've kind of revamped it.
Yeah.
I think Toronto will make a series of it. They'll win one of these first 2, I think. Hope so.
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be the Dodgers.
I do too. I think they'll win it.
Yeah, I think they're going to win it. Yeah, to me, it just kind of felt like the Dodgers were sleepwalking through a lot of the season.
Oh, they were.
Still won 93 games.
Yeah.
Now you look up and it's like, oh, they're just killing teams. How about we got to mention it. Ohtani hits 3 home runs and pitches 6 in a third innings.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. I don't know if you were watching that night. The second home run, I don't think it's landed yet. He hit it. Did it go out of the stadium or did it almost go out of the stadium?
I don't know. He killed it though.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he is.
Yeah. Well, we'll never see that again.
No.
You just won't.
No, incredible stuff.
How many guys pitch and then can hit like that? I mean, and the other upset was they let him go 6 in the third innings. How about that?
Yeah. Well, all of a sudden you got Yamamoto who pitched he went the full game.
Yeah, he was good.
that guy is when he's on,
And
you
he's
can
on.
hit him.
Yeah.
And so you're staring down there, and okay, we're gonna go Yamamoto, we're gonna go Otani. I mean, we're gonna go Snell.
Oh, Snell's pitching great.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can't. I don't know how you beat them. And like I said, the bullpen's been a weakness, but they've been okay.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. So
They may have Scooball next year.
yeah, I know.
The Tigers are in a real spot. They don't know what to do.
Oh, I know. Poor Tigers.
Well, I mean, he turned down this. My buddy's telling me this. I didn't see it anywhere. They offered him 4 years at $100 million.
Uh-huh.
He turned it down, which I guess he's wanting 8 or 9 probably.
Yeah.
And they can't hit.
Yeah.
And it's so risky to pay a pitcher that kind of money when he only affects the game 1 out of every 5.
Yeah.
And they might be thinking, or they either have to trade him. You can't let him walk as a free agent.
No.
And they get nothing for your number 1 asset.
Yeah.
But if you trade him, the fans are going to go crazy.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation they're in.
Yep.
They really are. They need players around him. Because he didn't win any, he didn't win. The team might have won, but he didn't win any of their last 5 starts.
Yeah. He also kind of, he got, I don't know what the injury was really. It wasn't an injury, but he missed a start or 2, I want to say, towards the end as well. So,
yeah. So you're taking a chance when you pay a pitcher that kind of money because they can always blow their arm out. And then what do you're ruined.
Yeah. I don't really know what you do with them.
I don't either. I don't either.
Because you do have that fan aspect, and it would be a disservice to trade him, that's for sure. But God, to just let him walk for nothing would be heartbreaking. So I don't know.
And if you don't get him signed this year and he becomes a free agent, then you involve the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, those teams that got the big money.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then what are you going to do? See, they got to make a decision before it's his walk year.
Yeah. No, they do.
Real issue there.
We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that situation, because if he does leave, I think that's the end of them. Honestly, I really do.
Did you watch any of the Thunder last night?
Okay. I watched
the Blues, didn't you?
I watched all the hockey last night, but I did turn it over to the Thunder. That would have been right as overtime was starting. Maybe I did watch the overtimes.
There was 2 of them. Yeah.
Yes,
it was a great. It was a good game.
So Madison was watching it start to finish, and so it was a big night in our house. So Madison had that Thunder on her computer, and then Heather had the Leafs on her computer.
Oh my God!
And I on my computer had Florida and Boston, and then the big screen had the Blues. So there was a lot going on, and I don't think.
Yeah, that was a great game. Houston's really good.
Yeah, it seemed like a really good game. Yeah.
And Thunder banged up a little bit.
Yep, good win for them for sure. It was good to see. Yeah.
He was awful till the 4th quarter.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
he was terrible.
There were some complaints. Yeah. He wasn't playing.
I think he ended up at like 35 points. He had like 11 going into the 4th quarter.
He ends up with 35 points. Former number of Kevin Durant, believe it or not, who was there last night.
So he was.
He fouled out of the game.
Well, he fouled Shea.
Yes.
And he made the free throws to win the game. Shea had missed 3 out of 6 free throws,
which is crazy
in overtime.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Anyway. Yeah.
Good game.
They need Williams back. He's hurt.
Yeah, it's early. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Way early. There's only 80 to go.
I know. Well, that's
81.
It's with the hockey right now. There's a lot of panic with some teams. It's like it's October. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
They don't start playing till after Christmas.
So. Exactly. That's when you really can get.
You don't want to get out of it completely. You want to stay close.
No.
So anyway.
Nope. All right. Well, I guess that's all we got. Yeah. Let's see what's going on this week. Blinker's off tomorrow. We'll talk about the pre-entries. VSiN at the track tomorrow. I don't really know. I think we got handicapping and we got Breeders' Cup coverage there. I'm on tonight at 7:30 and at 8 o'clock, and I think that'll all be football. I think that's it. I think that's all we got coming up this week. Next week's going to be busy, busy, busy. I don't know when our show will be next week. I think it'll be normal time.
I can't.
I don't know for sure.
I don't think I can do Wednesday next week.
You can't do Wednesday next week.
I don't think so. Well, I can in the afternoon.
We might go early in the week next week to get it out of the way.
I can do it in the afternoon.
Okay. Wednesday afternoon could be a thing. I don't know when we're going to do any show next week because what's going to happen next week, we will have a draw show Monday. So Monday night they draw. We will have a show then. This show will be on.
What do pre-entries mean?
It's just here are the horses that are probably going to run in the race.
But they haven't officially done it yet.
No, entries will not come out until Monday at 6 p.m. Central.
Okay.
So we will have a show for that. This show will be sometime. Blinkers Off, I believe, is going to have 2 shows. I think John White will be on one, and then this is a regular show. VSiN at the Track's going to have 2 shows. It's a very busy week. So I really don't know where this show or any of them are going to fall specifically other than that draw show. And by the way, the betting Bible and all the regular stuff that goes with it. It's going to be a very busy week next week.
Yep.
So we'll be around. All right.
Yes, we will.
Stay tuned to the channel. We'll be back coming up tomorrow. I think Magic Mike on Friday as well. So, all right. We will see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Everybody have a good rest of your week and weekend. And good luck to all your football teams except Manlow's Ole Miss Rebels.
Yeah,
Not
right.
good luck to you. Bad luck to you.
This is due to Bet Sports.